Okay, so let's go over your discount, tax, markup, and tip assignment. So to start off, we're going to review how do we do these types of problems, okay? You need to memorize this, okay? Is over of equals percent over 100. Okay, let's use this to help us with these. 5 is what percent of 8? So remember, is over of equals percent over 100. Okay, this says 5 is, so we put that over here. What percent? That means I don't know the percent, so I'm going to put a variable here, an x, of 8. So for of, I'm going to put 8. So it's going to look like this. 5 over 8 equals x over 100. Remember, to solve this, you need to cross multiply. So 5 times 100 is 500. And then you divide this by 8. So you divide by the number you have. And you're going to get 62.5 as the answer. What percent of 48 is 0.6? So I'm going to do the same thing. Is over of equals percent over 100. Is going to be 0.6. Of is going to be 48. Percent, it says what percent? I don't know what it is. So I'm going to write an x here for the percent. And down here, it's always 100. I do the same thing. I need to cross multiply and then divide. So 0.6 times 100 is 60. And then I divide that by this number, 48. And I get 1.25. Okay? And remember, it's asking me what percent, so my answer is going to be in percent. Same thing here. 5 is what percent of 8? 5 is 62.5% of 8. Okay, this one's going to be a little bit different. What is 50% of 32? So now I don't know is. So if I write is over of equals percent over 100, now I don't know what is. So I'm going to write x over of is of 32. Percent is 50. And then this is always 100. I'm going to cross multiply. 32 times 50 is 1,600. And then I divide by 100. And I should get 16. Okay, let's talk about tax. Tax is extra money you pay to the government. Okay? So they use this money for schools. They give this money to like build bridges, fix roads. Okay? They use this money for health care, so people can get doctors. Okay? So tax is when you add extra money to whatever your total is. Okay? The steps for all of these are going to be the same. So discount, tax, markup, and tip all have the same steps. Okay? Remember, step 1 is to change the percent to a decimal. Okay? Change the percent to a decimal. So, let's look at this problem. Virginia's tax is 5%. Find the tax of $35.50. So first I need to change 5% to a decimal. Okay, the easiest way to do this is to divide by 100. And you're going to get 0.05. Step 2. Multiply decimal by the original amount. Here's the decimal, 0.05, and we need to multiply that by the original amount. The original amount was $35.50. So I'm going to write here 35.50. When I do that, 0.05 times 35.5, I get 1.775. Okay? Step 3. If you are doing tax, tip, or markup, you are going to add to the original price. Okay? If you are doing discount, which we'll do in a second, this is where you're going to subtract from the original price. Okay? Right now, we are doing tax. So, step 3, you need to add this tax to the original amount. So you're going to do 35.50 plus 1.775, and you're going to get 37.275. When we use money, we only need 2 decimal places. So you have to round. To round, you look at this number right here. If it's 5 or more, like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you need to add 1 more. If it's 4 or less, you don't change it. You let it rest. So this is 5, so that means I need to add 1 more. So the final answer after I pay tax is $37.28. Okay, now let's do tip. Tip is extra money you pay for a good or a service. A lot of times you pay tips at restaurants when you eat food. You do the same thing we did here. Okay? Your bill at a restaurant was $45.60. You want to give the waiter an 18% tip. What is your new bill? Okay? Step 1, change percent to a decimal. Okay? So step 1, you're going to change 18% to a decimal by dividing by 100. Okay? 18% divided by 100 is going to be 0.18. Step 2, you need to multiply the decimal by the original price. So take this number, 0.18, and multiply this by the original price, which was $45.60. Okay, let me do this on my calculator real quick. I get $8.28. 208. Okay, just keep it like this. It's fine. We'll change it later. And then the last thing. Remember, if you're doing tax, tip, or markup, you add to the original price. Now we're doing tip. So we have to add this to the original price. So we do 8.208 plus 45.60. And we're going to get 53.808. Oops, 808. Remember, with money, we only need 2 decimal places. So let's look at this number. Remember, if it's 5 or more, you have to add 1 more. So this is 8. That means I have to add 1 more to this number. So my new total after I give an 18% tip is going to be $53.81. Okay, let's do discount. Discount is the same, except now you're spending less money. Okay, you pay less money. So now you have to subtract. But the first 2 steps are the same. You want a new pair of shoes that costs $50. You have a coupon for 20% off. That means $50 is going to go down 20%. Okay? Let's calculate that. Step 1, change 20% to a decimal by dividing by 100. The same thing we did. You're going to get 0.20. Step 2, you need to multiply. Multiply decimal by the original price. Okay? So you're going to do 0.2 times the original price of $50. When I do that on my calculator, I get $10. Step 3 is where it's going to be different. Remember, when we did tax, tip, or markup, we add to the original price. When we do discount, we have to subtract from the original price, because discount means the price goes down. So here you need to do the original price, $50, minus the $10. So the new cost is going to be $40 for the pair of shoes. Now let's do markup. Markup is when companies make you pay more for something. Okay, this is how companies make money. Let's look at this. Walmart pays $2 for a t-shirt. Okay, so they get a t-shirt and it's $2. They want to mark up the price by 225%. So they're going to make you pay 225% more. And this is how Walmart makes money. Okay? What is the price you pay for the shirt? The first 2 steps are the same. Step 1, change the percent to a decimal. Okay? Divide by 100. You're going to get 2.25. Step 2, you need to multiply the decimal by the original price. Same thing we did for the last 3 problems. You're going to do 2.25 times the original price for the t-shirt was $2, right? So 2.25 times $2 is $4.50. Step 3. Remember, this is markup. When we do markup, we add to the original price. Tax, tip, and markup, we add. We only subtract when we do discount. So, I need to do $4.50 plus the original price of $2. So how much am I going to pay for this t-shirt? $6.50. Easy, right? The first three steps, the first two steps are always the same. And then step 3, you just have to decide if it's adding or subtracting. Okay, let's do this one. You and your family are going on vacation. Plane tickets cost $749.53. What will be the final price for the tickets when including the 7% sales tax? So because I'm doing tax, when I get to step 3, I'm going to add. Okay, step 1 and 2 are the same. Step 1, change the percent to a decimal. Okay, 7% to a decimal. Remember, you divide by 100, you're going to get 0.07%. Step 2, you need to multiply this decimal by the original price, just like we did. So I'm going to do 0.07 times $749.53. Okay. Let me do that on my calculator real quick. And I get 53,4671. Okay. And then the last thing you do is add to the original price because we're doing tax. Okay? So you have to add this. This is the 7% tax. Okay? You calculated 7% tax. Now you need to add this tax to the original price. So you can do $749.53 plus, go ahead and add all this. We can round later. $53.4671. Okay, let me do that on my calculator real quick. 749 plus 53. So I'm going to get on my calculator this 801.9971. Remember, with money, I only need 2 decimal places. So let's look at this number right here. It is 5 or more, right? It's 7, so that means I have to add 1 more. So I have to add 1 more to 0.99. When I do that, it becomes 0, and I have to change this to 802, right? So my final price is going to be $802. That's how much I pay that's how much I pay total after I add the 7% tax. Okay, at a restaurant, my dinner cost $32. My waiter was so nice to me. I want to give her an 18% tip. Tip means I need to add when I get to step 3. Okay? Step 1, change 18% to a decimal. You divide by, you got it, 100. And that becomes 0.18. Step 2, remember, multiply the decimal by the original price. Okay? The original price was $32. So I'm going to do $32 times 0.18. Let me do that on my calculator. I get $5.76. Step 3 is adding, because I'm doing tip. So now I have to add this to the original price. So $32 plus $5.76. The total I'm going to pay is $37.76. Easy, right? Okay. You want to buy tickets to a soccer game. The tickets originally cost $58. What will you pay with a 25% discount? When you read the word discount, remember that means when you get to step 3, you are going to subtract from the original price. Okay? Step 1 is the same. Change 25% to a decimal. Divide by 100, you get 0.25. Step 2 is the same. Multiply the decimal by the original price of $58. So I do $58 times 0.25. I get $14.50. Step 3. I'm doing discount, so when I get to step 3, I subtract this from the original price. This is how much 20% off is, or 20% discount is. 20% discount, or 20% off, means I'm going to pay $14.50 less from the original amount. So I'm going to do the original amount minus $14.50, $58 minus $14.50. After my 20% off discount, the final price I'm going to pay to see the soccer game is $43.50. Easy, right? Okay. A t-shirt is on sale for the holidays. On sale means I pay less. With a 10% discount off the original price of $24.99. When you read the word discount or on sale, you need to go ding, 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 ding. Step 3, I need to subtract. Step 1 and 2 is the same. Step 1, change the percent to a decimal. 10% to a decimal, I divide by 100, I get 0.01, or excuse me, 0.10. Step 2, I multiply this decimal by the original price. So 0.10 times $24.99 is 2.499. Okay? Step 3, ding, 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 I'm doing discount, so I need to subtract from the original price. Okay? The original price was $24.99. I'm doing discount, so I subtract. I'm going to write this whole thing out. It's okay, we can round at the end. So $24.99 minus 2.499, I get 22,491. Okay, remember, I only need 2 decimal places when I am dealing with money. So let's look at this number. If this number is 5 or more, I need to add 1 more. If it's 4 or less, 43210, I don't change it. I leave it alone. Okay? So this number is 1. That means I don't change this 49. Okay? I leave it alone. So the final price that I pay after my discount is $22.49. Okay. Staples is selling new school chairs. They markup. Markup. Ding, 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 ding. I need to add. Markup means add. They mark up the price by 30% from $10.99 a chair. So Staples buys this chair for $10.99, and then you're going to pay 30% more. This is how Staples makes money. How much will each chair cost? Same thing, okay? Step 1, change 30% to a decimal. You divide by 100. Okay, it's going to be 0.30. Step 2, you multiply this by the original price, okay, which is $10.99. So 0.3 times $10.99. $3.297. Okay. Step 3, because I'm doing markup, I have to add. Okay. So I add this number to the original price of $10.99. Let me do that on my calculator really quickly. And I get 14.287. Alright, let's see if you remember. When I use money, I only need 2 decimal places. So let me look at this number. If it's 5 or more, what do? Add 1 more. This is 7. So I have to add 1 more to 0.28. That's going to become 0.29. So my final answer is I'm going to pay $14.29 for this chair. Alright, question 6. A watch costs $300, but your friend can get you the watch for a 40% off discount. What is the total cost of the watch? Discount means you subtract. You got it. So step 1, change the 40% to a decimal. Okay, divide by 100, you get 0.40. Step 2, multiply this by the original price of $300 of the watch. Okay, so $300 times, okay, 0.40 means I'm going to get a $120 discount. $120 is 40% off 300. So step 3, I need to subtract from the original price. I need to subtract my discount. So $300 minus $120 is going to give me a new total of $180 for this watch. Dog cleanup services charge a fee of $20 per week. Okay, every week you pay $20 to walk your dog. You leave a 20% tip every week for the person who cleans your yard. How much will you pay for dog cleanup this week? Okay, we're doing tip. So tip means you add for step 3. Okay, step 1 is the same. Change the percent, 20% to a decimal by dividing by 100. Okay, you get 0.20. Step 2, you multiply this percent by, you multiply the decimal by the original price. Okay, so you can do 0.20 times 20. That gives me $4. Okay. Step 3, I'm doing tip. So when I get to step 3, I have to add. So I add $4 to the original price. So I'm going to do $20 plus $4. So after I give them a 20% tip for walking my dog, I'm going to give them $24 total. Target pays $2 for a pair of shoes. They charge a 700% markup. What is the selling price of the shoes? Okay, markup means you add when you get to step 3. Okay, remember, markup means add. Everything else is the same. Step 1, change 700% to a decimal by dividing by 100. Okay, you're going to get 7. You can write 7.0 if you want to. Step 2, you're going to multiply this number by the original price of $2 for the shoe. So you pay $2 for the, Target pays $2 for these shoes, but they're going to increase the price by 700% for you. So how much will you pay? So after I do this, step 2, multiply this by $2, okay, and you're going to get $14. Step 3, I'm doing markup, so I add this to the original price of $2. So I do $2 plus $14, and so after they increase the price by 700%, I'm going to pay $16 for the shoes. Okay, that's the answer, $16. Okay, you bought lunch for $20 with a 10% discount. Discount, ding, 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 ding. I need to subtract. Okay, you guys should know this, right? Step 1, change 10% to a decimal by dividing by 100, and then you're going to get 0.10. Step 2, you're going to multiply this decimal by the original price. So I'm going to do 0.10 times $20, which is going to give me $2. Step 3, discount. I have to subtract this from the original price. So I do $20 minus $2. So how much do I pay for lunch? $18 after my 10% off discount. Alright, hopefully that made more sense. Let's do the exit ticket together. What is 75% of 48? Okay, so you're going to do, for this one, let me just write this one over here, is over of equals percent over 100. So what is 75% of 48? I don't know what is, so I'm going to write x. Of is 48. The percent is 75. And this is always 100. First I have to multiply this. So 48 times 75 is 3,600. And then I divide by 100. So that's going to give me 36. Next one. What is 5% of 35? So just like here, what is, I don't know what it is, 5% of 35. Alright, I'm going to do the same thing. 35 times 5 is 175. And then I divide this by 100. And I will get 1.75. Okay, last one. Or last two. What is 30% of 50? What is over of equals percent over 100. Okay, just like that. 50 times 30 oops, 50 times 30 is 1500, and then I need to divide this by 100, and I get 15. Okay, this one's a little different. 10 is what percent of 40? So now I don't know the percent. Is 10, because it says 10 is. Of 40. Percent I don't know. And that's 100. Always 100 here. Alright, so 10 times 100 is, just add a 0, 1,000. And then I do 1,000 divided by 40, and I get 25.